We're moving on. And we are going to talk about this fucking dipshit who always does this like rage baiting bullshit, this disingenuous dumb shit that turns around and goes, oh, I was just kidding. Anyway, here it is. Your fellow Arab says gaming failed because it was an escape for people in the real world to come to be someone else online or let loose with their friends and stay and do whatever the fuck they wanted. Then blue-haired political correct losers came in and ruined it.
Speaking of esports, there's a lot of bad news because CLG, they're gone. TSM, they're gone.
TSM's gone?
They're in the process of selling a lot of assets.
Oh.
They're pausing esports efforts. Max used to work at TSM. What was that like, Max?
He said he didn't enjoy it.
He said he's had some creative differences. FaZe's stock, I think, down to 50 cents from like $20, so 99% drop. The guard also just fired everyone as well. Speaking of esports, there's a lot of bad news.
So none of this has anything to do with like blue-haired SJWs and political correctness. Now every single gaming influencer is the same washed-out, sponsor-hoarding, dry personality. We were the first generation of gamers who could make real money from video games. It's not meant to be like sports shit talk where the fun is. So here's the thing. This guy, okay, I don't know anything about this guy, except I think this is the fucking guy who had the original podcast, Brand Risk, who we were supposed to, who when we were going to do a Brand Risk as a podcast, he fucking literally yelled at me and said, "Oh, dude, don't even think about doing Brand Risk. That's our podcast or whatever." I don't know where the fuck that podcast is, but let me explain something to you, okay? Where is your unfiltered, unique content? Your raw and unfiltered, unique content? Buying an African wife for 6 cows? That's sick, man. I go to fucking Africa to be like extra racist, dog. It's so fire. Gang attacks me in Nigeria's floating slum. Hijack a ride through Africa's largest slum. Solo inside of Kenya's most dangerous slum. It's like, thanks, man. Thank you for your raw and unfiltered content. It's so sick. It's got 46,000 views. Hopefully you fucking, I don't know. Hopefully you show the world that like it truly is helping to do this kind of thing. New video tomorrow. Infiltrating the scam trade in Nigeria's dirtiest slum. It's like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you're talking to a content creator who literally went and bought a fucking esports team out of pure passion, okay? Who is demonstrably more successful than you. Like, as someone who does a fuckload of travel YouTube content, this makes me sick. Yeah, I mean, this guy is like literally straight up like doing poverty tourism in the worst ways possible. Holy fuck. Yeah, this is the guy who did the Amaranth tweet, right? Like when Amaranth came out about her like domestic abuse, he was like, yeah, I did see that. Nah, Twitch streamers aren't real. There's no way, Lamau, says John Swan, YouTube, commentary YouTuber. We're going to talk about that in a second, too. Arab is the random dude who showed up for a few seconds in the middle of your debate with Andrew Tate. I don't even remember. He is, like, not a very memorable person. Sorry to hit you where it fucking hurts by saying your content is mid, dog. But, like, I don't know. Perhaps you could be a little bit more interesting if you didn't do the hackiest, bottom-of-the-barrel racist shit possible, okay? Joey Salads did that before you did. And he's most notable for what? Drinking his own fucking piss. So stop doing the fucking in the hood pranks gone wrong, but internationally. And I don't know, make something unique, okay? It's so fucking frustrating. Here's what the reality is, okay? As someone who is not a very funny person, who desperately wants to be a funny person his entire life, I truly understand in this like weird, very deeply personal level, the desire to want to come across as funny. I'm in the content creation space as well. Obviously, for that reason, I understand when you want to do something that is entertaining and unique, you want to entertain people. That's like your ultimate passion, right? So what do you do if you can't actually be truly unique? Some people like Ludwig, who responded to Arab very well, in a really funny and humorous way, which I'm going to get to in a second, will do what? They'll steal from other content creators. They will look to other content creators who are really fucking clever and really creative, and he will go and he will just carbon copy it, okay? And in his words, he'll tweak it a little bit. I love Ludwig. I think he's brilliant. I think he's a gem. That's what he does, okay? There's no shame in that. And then he also makes like these incredible, elaborate massive events. He's constantly pushing the boundaries, and I truly respect what he does in this space, okay, especially in live streaming. Now, what do some other people do when they can't be funny or entertaining or unique? Well, they rely on joining a fucking team, okay? And the best team to join is, in their minds, or the easiest one to join, I guess, is the racism team. If you can't be funny, you just do something racist, because that way you get the shock value. You know what I mean? You get the shock factor in. People go, oh, I can't believe that guy said that. That's crazy. Okay? That's what a lot of people do. Milo Yiannopoulos was like the first of its kind that was like a political commentator who very clearly was trying to be funny, was trying to be entertaining. He at least was a little bit more charismatic before he turned into a born-again Christian who lies about like being converted away from homosexuality. Okay? Like, he tried doing that. And in many ways, when he failed to do so, when he failed to be fucking clever or funny or unique, what did he do? He went the edgelord direction, okay? Most notably known for being a pedophile, by the way. Okay, so remember that. It's bottom of the barrel content, and other content creators see what you're doing, they notice what you're doing, and they don't respect you. Because we're all in this fucking same space in some ways, okay? We know when someone is being fucking edgy simply for the sake of edge, simply so you can just get some fucking reactions. Now, many people will say, oh, son, don't you do the same thing? At least I do it in a fucking lane that not many people are broaching, because they don't do the reading, they're not really interested, and it's also not a very great one because the audience that you foster is going to be fucking unhinged and constantly attacking you. The racist audience doesn't really do that. But because that fucking side of the world is so oversaturated that, and because you're not really doing anything unique or new or interesting, you are basically just the same as any other fucking racist. That's it. Go back to the drawing board. Try to, find something more desirable about your commentary, your content, and focus on that instead of going for bottom of the barrel edgelord racist shit like this. This is not even trying hard. This is Aiden Ross saying there are only two genders. Okay? It's awful. Anne? What's the situation? Did she poop? She didn't poop? Did she pee? Oh, good. Good that she got scared. That's so funny. Okay. This man is so annoying. He's going to be all over your shit. Man, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's just so frustrating. It says, now you should make an esports team called No Pussy Liberals where gamers can drink woke-free beer and frag and say slurs in peace. It would be so epic. Please put all your money into it. That's a weak name. I call it No Gamers Restricted. Also, I'm out of gaming now, so I don't want to do that. You can watch some sick content here, though. I watched it, and it felt unsubstantial. The VO was rarely additive and could use B-roll rather than just you in a garden. It didn't feel like there was a message or narrative behind the trip, so I don't know why I'm supposed to keep watching. Also, calling everything content took me out of it. You fucked up if you have to tell your viewers that what you're making is content. Clearly, you're passionate about YouTube, but it'd help to have someone consult before you upload. And it'd also help if you spent less time grifting on Twitter for likes and spent more time focusing on making good content. See? Ludwig is doing the thing that I was talking about. He's ripping into him as a content creator because, listen, it's not a meritocracy. Meritocracy is not fucking real. But ultimately, there is usually a reason why someone in this field of entertainment has been able to get to the positions that they've been able to get to. Not saying that it's literally 100% like every single top content creator is like fucking unique or entertaining and they got something going on. But the reality is a lot of content creators, regardless of how fucking stupid they present themselves, still clearly know what fucking hits. And they will do that over and over and over again. Okay? Meritocracy, how is meritocracy not real? Brother, are you crazy? Look at me. I'm a fucking idiot. Why the fuck am I more successful than like so many more brilliant journalists and commentators out there? Because meritocracy is a lie. I'm in the right place at the right time. I got lucky. I was a beneficiary of nepotism. There's plenty of fucking, there's plenty of, you're on Twitch. What do you mean? Look at the top content creators. There are a tremendous amount. Obviously, I worked really hard and I worked smart, But ultimately, there are a tremendous amount of like factors that you don't even consider that played a role in me getting to the position that I got to. Okay? Do you understand? Meritocracy is not a lie, especially if you don't go to the nepotism route. Man, there's a lie that people tell themselves, okay? It's a lie, and you will never fucking shake that because it puts you in this like doomer space. You can overcome the boundaries that are placed upon you, but that ultimately doesn't change the reality that like meritocracy is bullshit. You think fucking Elon Musk worked harder and smarter than everyone else? That's why he's like one of the richest people on the fucking planet? That's crazy. Yeah. There you go. The dude talking to 33,000 people about his dog pooping and peeing is making more than his aerospace engineer brother. Yes. You think that meritocracy is fucking real, dude? You think, you know what I mean? You're crazy. Motherfucker builds satellites, dude. He builds spaceships for a fucking living. Come on now. You got a fucking master's too on top of everything else. Yeah, here's another reason why meritocracy is a lie. I'm the number 2 Valorant streamer whenever I play it. Sometimes the number 1. Am I the best? No. Am I uniquely entertaining? No. Anyway. So, yeah, it's very, 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 very stupid. But having said all of that, you can still overcome the factors that were placed upon you, that like you can still outwork the material conditions that you were subjected to. It's just infinitely harder. Okay? And you should never stop yourself and be like, meritocracy is a lie, so I'm just going to fucking be happy with my position and refuse to progress. Okay? That's stupid. If there's one thing that is unique to me, at least, not to get too preachy here, but if there's one thing that's unique to myself in comparison to some of my peers, is that I work harder than everybody else. I don't work smarter, but I certainly work harder than everybody else. I'm literally always fucking working. Every single person in my life will tell you this reality, okay? Even my fucking haters will probably admit this reality. I never stop. Because I know I don't have a lot of, unique skills. I'm not as good an orator as many others. I'm not as good as a debater as many others. I'm not, super sexy in the way that like a lot of people will immediately perceive me as. It's not the truth. I work very hard to fucking maintain my physique and am constantly fucking working out in that regard. All of these things are all of these things are ways that I've set up my life consistently, specifically so that I can get to the position I've gotten to. But there are still an infinite amount of probabilities that actually worked in my fucking favor, okay? Because you cannot overcome probability at the end of the fucking day. All right? So, thanks for the feedback. Might just react from my bedroom. Can we get a bidet sponsor for it? Also, grifting on Twitter, as if you don't know, it takes 12 seconds to make a tweet that has clearly gone viral. Remove your ego from the equation. If you compare yourself to a streamer, you're just trying to gas yourself up for the effort you put in. Compare yourself to successful travel creators. Yes, Yes Theory, Ryan Trahan, Steve will do it. Pfft. My man says Steve will do it. A successful travel creator. You also constantly grift. This isn't new, Lamau. You're always going to get capped because you pivoted a Fortnite channel into a travel channel. But if you tried to make a banger video, it wouldn't matter at your size. I'll leave it at that. Any more tweets and you got to start paying a consulting fee. It's great. Steve will yank it and crank it. Steve will do it. In parentheses, jerk off his dog. So, but this is true. Like, what Ludwig is saying here is true because these guys, like, they're not in it for the love of the game, right? They're not in it because like this guy genuinely is like, yeah, fuck woke culture or whatever. He's just saying this because he thinks he's gonna get a banger tweet out of it. And even then it fucking flubbed. Look at this. 2,767 likes with 2 million fucking views, man. This shit fucking flopped, brother. It flopped. So, you know, I love the lol, you're a Twitch streamer. All you do is react to content bullshit. But like I think Ludwig ultimately does a very good job of crafting unique content. He does commentary on the side, which is commentary channel is more successful than his original channel at this point. Like, you know, people do end up like even people like XQC, for example. A lot of people look to XQC and go, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't understand. Why is this content even good, right? I hear that all the time in my audience because a lot of you motherfuckers are old, okay? I do a very different type of content than XQC. So you don't get it. But ultimately, he is he is the human personification of a gaming fucking goblin. Okay? That shit is very relatable to a massive group of people. That's why he is demonstrably successful. Okay? Like, it's not for you, but it's not an accident that he rose to the fucking tippy top and has stayed there for as long as he has. You see what I'm saying? XQC's audience is older than you think, Lamau. I know, that's kind of sad, though. I don't want to think about it like that. Okay. So, yeah.